Well, here's the headline. Women reportedly using Barbie movie to test if men in their lives support feminism. One even broke up with her boyfriend after his in-theater reaction. And I have to say, this is actually, and just hear me out here, hear me out, this is actually a godsend for men, because this is a giant red flag that tells you when you should get the hell away. If your girlfriend does the Barbie test on you, get away from her. Just get away. She's just done you a huge favor. Because if she was a rabid feminist before, or if this movie turned her into one, then, there's not going to be a lot of joy in your life in the future anyway. Unless, of course, you enjoy having somebody blame every single one of their failures and shortcomings on you because you're part of some mythical patriarchy. Personally, I don't even know how to get in contact with them. You'd think there'd at least be a website. So just do yourself a favor, because she's never going to be happy anyway. Not if she does the Barbie test on you. Get away, run. Don't stop until you're safe. Here from The Guardian, and they liked it. Barbie, the patriarchy, the existentialism, the capitalism. Greta Gerwig's smash hit ode to women delves deeper than many would have expected from a film based on a problematic doll. Yeah, that sounds great. Apparently the word patriarchy comes up 14 times, and it turns out that Barbie's an anti-capitalist, apparently. NBC News said that women around the world and across social media are encouraging one another to test whether the men in their lives, quote, understand or at least receptive to the movie's feminist messaging. And I have to say, it seems like modern feminist messaging is just simply that nothing is ever your fault and you should never take personal responsibility for yourself. And there's a reason why they don't make the Barbie movie in Saudi Arabia or Afghanistan. Yeah, there's only certain countries where you could make the Barbie movie about how oppressed you are, and it's only because you're not oppressed at all, obviously. But anyway, Nicole Hoffler, a 32-year-old from Cologne, Germany, calls it the Barbie test. Quote, it's like the new question on a first date of your dating profile. What are your thoughts on the Barbie movie? Because if a guy really doesn't want to see it, or he's not open to talking about it, or, what's even worse yet, if he's seen it and he thinks it's not a good movie, or he doesn't get the point, I think it's kind of a no-go. Yeah, I think if you're concerned about that, it is a no-go. For him. Guys, run away. Run away as fast as you can. Just go straight home, order some wings, put on Terminator 2, which is a movie, I might add, that has an actual strong female character. Anyway, this feminist added to the news network that she didn't expect her boyfriend to want to see Barbie until he asked to join her, even donning a baby pink shirt to match her pink dress for the occasion. Quote, he just confirmed many things I always knew, like his empathy and how emotionally intelligent he is. I think it's easy for a woman to understand the movie, but I never expected him to get everything at this level. And she'll be breaking up with him in about a month or two, because deep inside, she doesn't actually want him to be a pussy. She also said that she felt lucky to have a partner who actively wanted to discuss the impacts of patriarchy. The impacts of patriarchy. Well, maybe we should look at some of these impacts of patriarchy ourselves. Like, apparently in the United States, 60% of homeless people are male. That seems odd for a patriarchy. Well, it says here that, controlling for the crime, men receive 63% longer sentences on average than women do. And women are twice as likely to avoid incarceration if convicted. That's based on data from U.S. federal court cases. What an odd thing for a patriarchy to do. Also, male prisoners make up 93% of the total prison population. Sounds to me like you need a new patriarchy. Let's take a look at education. Well, in the United States, females are doing much better at education. Young women more likely to have a college degree. And it's not even close. You go through every single state, it's the same story. Well, how about life expectancy? And this is from Canada, but it's the same in every Western country. It says that life expectancy for women in Canada was about 84.67 years, while life expectancy at birth for men was about 80.62 years on average. And don't get started on the gender wage gap. That is not real. That's a myth. That is explained by men and women tending to go into different professions. Also, the difference in the number of hours that men work versus women, the amount of vacations that men take versus women. These are all voluntary choices. There's no patriarchy forcing anybody to do any of it. So men, you have absolutely nothing to feel bad about. You haven't done anything wrong. If anything, you're getting the short end of the stick. And that's why you shouldn't have to put up with nonsense like this Barbie test. But let's continue with this. Teresa Arsgate, 27 of Dallas, told the news network that her ex-boyfriend's in-theater reaction was a wake-up call and that she's moving out next month and looking for an apartment. Yet maybe it was a wake-up call for him. Quote, there were certain parts where he was like, oh, are you crying? In dislike and total shock, and it just really upset me. His reaction to Barbie just really took me back. This isn't the kind of partner that I want to have. You did him a huge favor, and I'm sure he realizes just how lucky he is. So anyway, there you have it, guys. This is a gift to you. The Barbie test might just save you years of misery and idiotic complaining about the mythical patriarchy that actually isn't doing anything. Anyway, that's all I got to say about that. Please subscribe, like, and share. Sharing really helps me out. I thank you for that. I will see you next time.